This is where the fun begins.
Hello there.
Alright guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're doing well, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Liam Neeson and his potential return as Qui-Gon Jinn, more than likely for the Obi Wan Kenobi show. So without further ado, we're going to hop right on into it. Taking a read from the director's article, I'm going to have that full article linked down in the description down below as always. And what the article has to say here: speaking with Comic Book, Liam Neeson shared his desire to return to the role of Qui-Gon Jinn in a future Star Wars project, having not played the role on screen since 1999 in The Phantom Menace. Although he wants to come back, Neeson admitted to being a bit of a snob in regard to TV roles and said once again that he'd be open to reprising his role. He specifically mentioned that his only condition would be that he would like to star in a film, noting that he likes to be on the big screen more than just the TV experience. And that is a huge transition that's going on currently, especially with the Star Wars franchise and overall with the whole movie industry, is that you're seeing a lot of different things that are kind of going over to Disney Plus. That goes, of course, both for Star Wars and Marvel. These are, of course, the two biggest franchises in the entire world, of course, so they have a huge role and kind of like what the rest of the movie industry is also doing here. You're probably going to see a lot of other shows that are starting to go ahead and pop up, and these are, of course, going to be on other potential streaming services such as HBO Max or maybe Hulu or whatever the case may be. Now, I will also mention that if you guys are into Marvel, I have my Marvel channel linked down in the description down below as always, of course. The article goes on to read, he also began reminiscing on his time playing the role more than 2 decades ago, calling it a terrific experience shooting his first Star Wars movies. In quotes, "Oh, I think so, yeah, I think so. If it was a film, yeah, I'm a bit of a snob when it comes to TV, I must admit. I just like the big screen, you know. Qui-Gon, I can't believe it's been 24 years since we made Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. I just cannot believe where the time has gone. It was a terrific experience shooting that film in London." Reading the quote right there coming from Liam Neeson himself with a recent interview with Comic Book and his potential return here for Qui-Gon Jinn, and now somewhere in the Star Wars franchise. Now, the more than likely area that they would probably have him actually come in as Qui-Gon Jinn, because this just makes the most sense out of anything in the Star Wars franchise, is of course for the Obi Wan Kenobi show. Qui-Gon Jinn was Obi-Wan's former master, as we saw in The Phantom Menace, after being killed by Darth Maul. I think it's also fair to kind of mention that we did kind of see Qui-Gon Jinn once again on the big screen in The Rise of Skywalker when all those Jedi voices were talking to Rey at the end of the film when she was fighting Palpatine. However, because it wasn't really a physical experience, or a physical, I guess, appearance rather, it just doesn't really count in a lot of people's minds. So the main takeaway here for as of right now, with Liam Neeson saying that he would of course love to return to the role of Qui-Gon Jinn here, of course only if it were for some type of film that you would see in the theater compared to something streaming off of Disney Plus as a TV show. And the big takeaway and the big question now that is of course being asked here is Neeson trying to throw fans off the Star Wars trail here. Now, of course, if he was involved, or either way, honestly, looking at this, of course, with past actors and actresses and people that have worked in the overall Disney realm here of things, is that whether or not they are or are not involved here in the films, although they might have some type of connections and actually have fans to believe that they would be involved in whatever upcoming project it would be, they have to kind of deny it either which way. So this very well could be Liam Neeson throwing the Star Wars fans off the trail here, as the article goes on to mention. Of course, looking back at Liam Neeson's recent track record here, he has largely taken roles that wind up in theaters rather than on streaming services. However, with so much of the Star Wars spotlight currently on Obi Wan Kenobi, could Neeson simply be throwing people off and leading them to not expect a Qui-Gon comeback? Rumors originally pointed to the actor coming back to play his famous Jedi Master more than a year ago, but new rumors from this year stated more firmly that he would indeed be a part of the Obi Wan Kenobi show. Neeson has also done his part in denying those rumors, although it wouldn't be the first time an actor has lied about an exciting return, as of course kind of a callback to Marvel with Andrew Garfield in Spider-Man No Way Home. Although I will say it's really nowhere close to that type of level. The article goes on to continue to say, following the first rumors release, Neeson said that nobody had been in touch with him before about any type of comeback here as Qui-Gon Jinn, but he's also stated that he would be willing to reprise the role should he get the call. So kind of looking back at it either which way, whether or not it were to be a film that you would see in theaters or if it would be for a TV show, I still think that he would very well join it, because he just loves the overall role of Qui-Gon Jinn so very much. It is something that else that we should kind of remember remember is just because of the fact that he says that he prefers to be on the big screen in theaters compared to being in a TV series doesn't mean he's gonna completely close that door on returning for anything for a TV series. I think it's definitely a huge part that we have to have some type of an appearance here from Qui-Gon Jinn in the Obi Wan Kenobi show, and the canon experience or the canon reasoning and overall explanation behind that, of course, is because that Obi-Wan needs to learn how to become a Force ghost before the events of A New Hope, and the only way to really do that is learn from a Force ghost themselves. Now, Qui-Gon Jinn is actually said to be one of the first Force ghosts canonically in the Star Wars universe here. So what I kind of like to imagine is some type of scene here where Yoda, Obi-Wan meet up together, and then they speak to the Force ghost of Qui-Gon Jinn, where they go on to really learn how to become a Force ghost. Also something that is said to kind of require a bit of practice here and there with meditation and all that type of good stuff with, you know, Jedi tricks and all that type of stuff. So it, of course, would give them plenty of time to kind of really practice it. So with that, I want to know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Would you guys want to see Liam Neeson return as Qui-Gon Jinn in the Obi Wan Kenobi show? I'd absolutely love to hear what you guys all think in the comment section down below. Drop a like in the video if you enjoy it, as it really does help the channel, and check out Instagram on Official Star Wars for more Star Wars content, guys. Thanks so much for watching today's video. As always, may the Force be with you. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great day or night. Peace out.